What's up everyone, this Hungry Trash Panda. Dying Light has dropped the next free DLC, content number 1, for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. I'll put a link on screen to my content number 0 video, which has been live for PC players and is live for console players with the release of this DLC. These quote-unquote DLCs work more like updates. As long as your game is set to update, you'll get all the available goodies aside from the wrench, which is available from Gemly. You can get the wrench and Haran military rifle by registering with Gemly for an account, which is free, then add it to your cart on Gemly and it'll give you a docket key, which if you don't know how to redeem those, you need to go to the Dying Light website and put in the docket key that it gives you. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to redeem my docket code for the wrench because it looks like the website is having problems. Maybe because of increased traffic or who knows what, but I'm sure it'll be fixed soon. On to the goods. How to get the 3 new weapons. In order to obtain any of these weapons, all you need is to have access to the bounty board, accept the bounty, and complete it. Upon completion of any of the bounties, your weapon will be delivered straight to your inventory like magic! All of these bounties are repeatable, that's right, repeatable, so you can get as many of these as you want. First bounty we're going to talk about is Bloodlust. You will need to decapitate 3 enemies in one swing 30 times. It sounds a lot harder than it is, but don't worry, I'm here to help. Things you will need are a bunch of firecrackers, and I recommend going to our favorite bridge for obvious reasons. We need lots of enemies close together. Toss out a firecracker, gather your piggies for the slaughter, and make sure you are pretty much on top of the firecracker because everyone will gather around the firecracker. And this will match up with a blade swing like a machete, which is what I used. Make sure you swing at neck height and use the strongest weapon you can so you cut through all the necks in one swing. I also swing my camera in the direction of my swing to get a bit more range. Does it work? I'm not sure. In my head it seems to make more sense because, you know, you're swinging the weapon and you're swinging your face. So that way the weapon gets more area, whatever. It works for me, okay? If you're really talented, you can get 6 heads at once and it'll count as 2 towards your bounty, which is ever so satisfying. Things that I never thought I would do or even be capable of, but this bounty has shown me the way. Once completed, you get the Fenris Axe. This beautiful magical axe isn't the strongest weapon. As you can see, compared to my gold tier pimped out machete, you can't add any of your craft recipes unfortunately to this thing, but you can add mods to it. Now, the unique part of this axe is that it deals additional damage on the next swing after chopping something off an enemy. So you take someone's hand, leg, face, whatever. It'll make the axe glow with joy, signifying that the buff is active. How much damage? I'm not really sure. I didn't really test it. I just chopped a bunch of people in half. The glowing part is much more noticeable at night. Despite it not being the strongest, I still had a blast cleaving enemies in half with this sexy magical axe. It's a welcome addition to my arsenal. On to the next bounty. Ace in the hole. You'll need to get 2 headshots with 1 bullet 50 times. Again, harder than it seems. The easiest way I found to do this is once again going back to the bridge because of all the lambs to slaughter. Group them up again with the firecracker or simply have the lambs chase you. They'll line up a little bit trying to eat your delicious brains. And make sure you use a shotgun. It has a much wider spread and you don't have to be as accurate as you do with an assault rifle or pistol. You will probably have to go to a shop to get some more ammo, but this seems to be your best bet. Once completed, you will receive the Last Wish Revolver. This is, well, a revolver. Nothing really special, at least until you get to the last bullet. I don't know if it is currently working properly because the trailer says you need 5 headshots and the last bullet will be special or whatever. I found it doesn't matter where the bullet hits. The last bullet will always be a bazooka. A massively impactful shot that you can unleash on all your unsuspecting victims. You'll be able to tell that it's actually active because the barrel of your gun will be red hot. I actually found a neat little trick to get all bazooka shots all the time. That's right, all you have to do is cancel the reloading animation because you reload one bullet at a time. Once you reload one bullet, you can cancel it by either kicking or just aiming your gun. I like aiming, it seems to work much smoother than throwing out a random kick. Congratulations, you are now the owner of a mini bazooka in the shape of a pistol. I hope this is working as intended because this gun is so much fun, and pistol ammo is pretty easy to come by in shops. It is just so satisfying to see your enemies blown away like you're hitting them with a Fusroda. Please, please Techland, don't change this. Keep it that way. The last bounty is Rise of the Phoenix. You will need to complete a time-limited parkour run. This one is actually pretty hard, at least it was for me. You have to have everything in the run absolutely perfect. If you want to use the path I used, feel free to keep watching, it's going to be playing in the background. The thing that made this especially awful is that when you fail, it's not like other timed runs. You don't get a convenient reset that takes you back to the start of the trial. You will need to either hoof it all the way back to the top of that radio tower, or have a quest that is nearby the starting point as your spawn point, so you can just quit and reload your game when you fail. Once you complete this bounty, you will receive the Kuai dagger, a dagger made of jade. This dagger, when wielding it, will provide a speed boost when you complete parkour moves in succession. An icon will appear when the buff is active. This buff stacks up to 10 times and it also works, well, as a dagger. Have fun stabbing your enemies. Well, that pretty much wraps up everything you get in content drop number 1. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you all in the next one. And as always, stay awesome, hungry ones.
Ugh.